All right, so we are in August now, which is crazy, and starting week one for our workouts, and we're just using dumbbells tonight. So we'll use mini bands and dumbbells on Wednesday night, which will be fun. But tonight, just keeping it basic, and we're gonna do a lot of strength training. We're gonna have some cardio pyramids in between that are gonna be progressive, meaning they're gonna get harder and longer as we go. So easing into that. So look forward to that. But otherwise, we're gonna just have some fun and work out and get all sweaty. So hopefully you guys are ready for that. I'm ready for that. So what's going to happen here with our warm-up is we're just going to start real small, okay? Because our big warm-up is actually going to be a smaller version of the workout. So just start with wrist rotations, and you can move your feet around, do whatever you need to do. Go in the opposite direction as well. And then we're going to open and close our hands, okay? Open and close our hands. We're going to be holding on to dumbbells quite a bit tonight, be up and off the ground. Make sure those small muscle groups are warmed up. All right, moving on. Open your chest wide, and then elbows come together, palms face your body. Open wide, and palms face your body. And try to touch your elbows. I think most people can do that, but just go for that. And then adding a little more to this, as you bring your elbows in, I want you to drop your chin and feel a nice stretch through your upper back without rounding your whole body forward. And let's do one more like that. And then moving on. We're going to take our arms up nice and tall and then pull them down to our ribs. Up nice and tall. Good. So feel your shoulder blades draw down and together. And give me one more time. And then moving on. So from here, we're going to hinge at our hips, reach our arms out, okay, and then lift all the way back up and take a nice back bend. And then let's do it again. Arms come down, hinge, reach, come up, and then slightly back. We'll do two more just like that. So hinge forward, squeeze through the back of the body, lift, and last one. And lift up and back, perfect. And then just take these right into your arm circles. So nice, easy arm circles, taking them backward. I'm watching this wasp right over here by me, so if I run off the screen, it's because this wasp is a little bit too close to me. Yeah, I know, I'm in your space. All right, let me go opposite direction here, up and around. And let's take two more. All right, from this point on, we're gonna make sure our hips, our knees are kind of moving together. We're gonna take our hips around in circles. So knees are kind of close to one another. Move your hips around in circles like you're doing the hula hoop. And then switch directions. And as you're doing that, you're feeling your feet rocking side to side, right? Getting that lateral movement on the feet. And then take your knees, bend them, and we're going to keep our inner thighs close to one another and go around in circles, getting a little bit more ankle mobility happening. And then switch directions. Doesn't have to look pretty at all. We're just mobilizing the body. And then from here, we're going to crouch all the way down, kind of hang out for a moment. Walk your hands forward, put some pressure on the hands, walk them back, try to put pressure towards the heels, and do it again. A little forward movement, and then back. And one more time, just walking on forward. And then roll yourself all the way up. And take one foot off the ground, and now you're rolling those ankles around. Switch directions. We're going to keep this leg elevated and just extend the knee. So out and in. So try to feel an engagement through the quad as you extend. And also working on balance. You've got two more. And then we're going to take this knee, bring it up. Open out to the side, cross it over. I'm sorry, I messed that one up. Let me try that again. All right, cross over and open. There we go. Cross over and open. So just a hip mobility exercise here. Nice job. And now we're going to take it to the back. So you're going to tap side and then back, and then side and then back. So nice little stretch for the obliques. What we're trying not to do is doing a big turn and twerking on our knee. Just tap behind. And one more time. And then let's do everything on the other side. Pick up the foot, rotate the ankle around, Again, maybe 10 in one direction, 10 in the other. You don't have to be exact. Just move that ankle and then extend the leg out and in. Again, remember you're trying to squeeze your quad. Think about like a leg press where you extend that heavy weight and pull back in. And 2 more. All right, let's go into that hip opener. So tap across and then open. Tap across. You notice, I noticed for me, my stabilizing knee wants to move around and I'm doing this. So I've got to be really intentional to keep my foot grounded and not twisting my hips here. And one more time. Now you're going to stay out and then tap behind, whoop, and then side. Tap behind. Again, hips are trying not to move too much. And one more time. And done. All right. So we're just a little bit warmed up. We're going to go into the big warm up right now. These are going to be 45 seconds long, each set here. And let me get this timer going for us. And they are real basic. So to begin with, we are going to go into our right leg back, left leg forward, okay? We're going to hinge at our hips. This is kind of a preview of a Warrior 3 later on. What I want you to do is open your arms to the side, okay, like an airplane, and you're going to rotate to one or towards your front knee, come back to the center, and then try to rotate away from the front knee, and then back to center, okay? So you're going to stay in that hinge position the whole time. If you need to come up out of that, if it makes your back feel better to rise up out of that, please feel free. Right leg is back, arms are open, we're hinged forward. We're going to rotate towards our front leg, come back to center, engage your abdominals, rotate away, and then come back to center. Good. And again, if you want to come up, you can do that, and then go back down. Keep going slow and steady here. Back leg is a kickstand. And keep it coming. Also feeling a lot of strength and heat in that front leg as we are stabilizing. Woo! Gonna be some great standing core work, I'll tell you what. And one more time. Great job. And come right back to the center and rise. All right, shake out that front leg for me. Okay, move your legs around a little bit. And exact same thing's happening on the other side. So left leg goes back behind. We hinge forward at our hips. We take our arms out to the side, and you can begin rotating whichever way you want to. Pay attention to your front knee for me. It needs to stay in line with your front toes. So if your knee is kind of wobbling in, try to keep it squared up as much as possible. And then again, think about holding onto a big stick. Whenever you're rotating, think about an object, right? A non-moving object that you can just hold on to so that you're not moving your arms, right, without rotating. Good job. One side always harder than the other. Here's your last one. And time is up. Good. Come up, shake out that leg. Again, we're just going through all of these exercises as we move into the actual workout. These are going to be, a lot of them weighted. I mean, we're challenging, going to be balance exercises. Moving on, squat low with me right here. Squat low, take your right arm, lift it up, switch to the other arm. Now you're going to walk your hands out and put just a little bit of weight on them, and then come back. Do it again. Open and switch. Good, and walk those hands forward, a little bit of weight, and walk back. If you need to come up out of this squat at any time, please feel free to do that. Nice work, nice work. You just have 10 seconds left. And get that walk forward. It's a nice release for the legs, right? This is our last one on each side. And that was our timer right there. And we're gonna roll ourselves all the way up. Give yourself a little butt kicker here to stretch out your quads. And we're gonna move into some side gliding lunges. So take your feet wide. Here's what happens next. We're just gonna glide from one lunge all the way over to the other side. So join me now, whenever you're ready. Now, when you do this, I'd like you to kind of pop those toes off the ground, okay, and look at the foot, okay, that's pointing to the ceiling. So you're going to get a little deeper in your lunge that way. You're sitting your hips back as low as you can. Now, some of these exercises are just going to be, you might just want to stay with body weight. Some of you feeling really good, you might want to add your dumbbells. Let's play around with it first and see how it feels. Good. And one more time. Perfect. And done. All right. We are going to really just actually stand up on this next one. It's a little different, but I want you to take your arms out in front of you, slightly bend your elbows. You're going to do a scapula hold. You're going to pull your elbows back, shoulder blades together, like you're doing a row, and then you're going to release. Let's do it again. So hold, just standing squeeze, and release. So the key here is that we're not really moving the rest of our body at all. We're just isolating and targeting that mid to upper back. And when we do this later, we're going to lay on the ground and do some scapula pushaways. It'll be really fun, something different. Or you can use a wall if you want to as well. Good. Keep coming. Squeeze a little bit tighter. You should feel your chin draw in towards your body instead of jutting out. And one more time right here. Big pull. And release. Good. Round your back. You should have felt your upper back right between your shoulder blades. Working hard to retract those shoulder blades. Okay, we're going to shake out for a moment here. Let me look at my next move. We're going to actually go to the ground next. So come to the ground for me. Feet are going to be in line with your hips. Arms are reaching out past your head. We're going to draw our elbows to our ribs and hold. Okay, and then we're going to push back up. So similar movement pattern. See, we did that retraction this time. Okay, we're doing more of an arc with our arms. Okay, I'm going to feel that a little bit more in the lats. So let's go ahead and begin right now. Great flexibility for the front of the pec or the pectoral muscles, front of the shoulder. Especially as you try to keep your elbows on the ground as long as possible. Good, keep it coming, nice and slow. If you didn't want to be on the ground, you could also do the standing up against the wall. Great to activate the muscles before we add the load. And my hands want to come off the ground. I'm trying to keep them down, so try to keep yours down too. And there's your timer right there, and release. Good. As you sit up, go ahead and give yourself a little hug. Look down at your belly button, and we are going to move on. So coming up to a standing position, still working the back. Okay, this time right leg behind. We're going to hinge at our hips. We're going to draw our elbows up, down, and then stand back up. Let's go ahead and begin. So hinge, pull, and stand up. Of course, you're going to be using weights when you get into this. But right now, enjoying some hamstring and back work. Staying on the same leg the whole time. You should be feeling this in your front leg, not your back leg. That's just there for help, for assistance and balance. So you think about the muscles that are working and squeeze those a little extra hard, and you're good even without weight. And we have one more time right here. Perfect. And done. All right. So we are going to do the exact same thing on the other side since we're not using weight, but when we go into the actual workout part of this, we'll separate it with an alternating exercise. So go ahead and hinge at the hips, ready in that kickstand, and begin. Take it down, pull, and rise. And just for the sake of this warm-up, if you want to, you could also take your hands wider and palms facing back behind you. Going to target that upper back a little bit more. Good job. All this hamstring work, we are going to feel it tomorrow. All right, you've got 10 seconds to go right here. Come on. And last one, and release. Okay, come down to the ground. This one's a core exercise. We're gonna start with our knees bent. We're gonna roll our knees toward our chest, and then we're gonna roll ourselves up to seated and lift our arms tall, okay? You take your hands by your side, roll back, and then roll up to seated, and lift. Go ahead and begin when you're ready. And roll, and up. So squeeze the abdominals in, draw your knees towards your chest, and rise tall. Good, keep coming. And if this is too bumpy on your back, then add a little extra cushion, or maybe you don't want to go back quite as far. Maybe you just want to rock back and then rise forward. That's great. We've got 10 seconds to go right here. And lift. All right, one more and you are done. Okay, turning over into a downward facing dog. Hips are high. We're gonna do one leg at a time. You're gonna take your right leg, bend it, okay? And we are gonna take our knee in and out to the side. So go ahead and begin with me now. Knee comes in toward the chest, move it out to the side. This is a hip exercise. Knee in and open. Good job. And if you don't like to be in a downward facing dog, you also can do this right here from a tabletop position if you would like to. I think this is kind of fun and different. Good job, good job. Almost there. We're gonna try to get one more big knee circle in right here. And time is up. Bring that foot down and drop your knees. Rotate, shake out your wrists and hands. And we're gonna hit the other side in the same way. Downward facing dog or tabletop position, your choice. So go ahead and get there now. Lift your left leg, bring your knee to your body, out and around. And again, feel the transfer of weight from one hand to the other as you are stabilizing with that moving leg going away from your body. These don't have to be very big circles. Maybe they're just within the lines of your own body. That's okay. And you've got 10 seconds to go. Come on. This will be your last one. And done. Again, rock onto your knees. Shake out your hands. Maybe give it a couple shoulder circles backwards. And we're going to move into a rotating plank. This is going to be done on our elbows. So if you're on your elbows, right like this, you have options to be on your knees. Your rotation looks like this. Top leg straight, rotate to the side, come back to the center, and rotate away. Or you can be on your toes and rock to the side of your feet. Your hips have to rotate, come back to center, and obviously going alternating sides. So let's go ahead and try that out right here in 3 seconds. 2, 1, and rotate the hips open, and then come on down. Make sure your feet turn with your body. Good, so this is a nice shoulder and core exercise all together. We're gonna have a little bit more fun with it as we progress. All right, just one more on each side. Let's do it right here. Come on. And that's it. Time is up. All right, stay on your knees because this next one is a kneeling exercise. We're gonna take our right leg and put it out in front of us into a kneeling position. You're gonna just kind of step that leg forward and then bring it in, go out to a corner, and then all the way out to the side. So let's try it together. So start with it in front, just a little lean forward, pull back, corner, open up, and then all the way out to the side, lunge. And I'm gonna show you from the front view here. Same thing, same leg, forward, corner, and all the way to the side. Right hip opener, let's keep it coming. You can add cushion under your knee if this is a little bit too hard on the knee. And then side. So the whole time, your body's really facing forward. It's just the leg that's moving. It's just the leg that's moving. And last one, let's get that side one in and done. All right, same thing. Other leg. I'm on cement, so I'm gonna add a little cushion here. All right, so set up your left leg forward, get ready, get set. Just a little hop forward and then to the corner and then all the way to the side. So you are turning the toes away from your body. And again, we'll use some weight in this later on to make those legs work a little harder. Okay, just be mindful of your knee. We're not trying to put a lot of pressure into that kneecap. Just gliding. One more in each direction. And that is it right there. Your time is up. And we're going to come to our feet. Next one, final exercise for the spring set is a nice deep squat. So you're going to hold your hands to your body. Nice deep squat here. We're going to lift our hips high. We're going to come right back down to our deep squat, and then we're going to rise. Let's do it right here. So hands together, hips go high, hips go low, and rise. We're going to have a weight here later on to make this a little more fun. And rise. Good. Go deep. Legs as straight as they can go. And you are almost there. So when you think about it, when you come to this exercise, okay, in the weighted set, go heavy. Make your inner thighs work hard to bring you out of this low squat. One more. And that'll do it right there. All right, cool. So we are feeling good. Hopefully you're feeling extremely warm at this point. Okay, maybe you're not, but if not, guess what? Weights are coming. All right, so here's what's gonna happen. 3 exercises and then a cardio pyramid. All right, each cardio pyramid is gonna get harder and harder and longer and longer. So that's what you have to look forward to. So first is our warrior 3 rotation. We did it anchored before. This time, you're gonna try to do it with your leg off the ground, okay? Remember, we rotate, we come back to center. I might have to have my foot on the ground. We rotate away, we come back to center, and you can keep rotating or you can come out of it. Try a couple with your foot off the ground. If it doesn't work, put your foot back on the ground. Here we go, one side only, right leg back, and slow rotate toward the front leg. Back through the center. Take it at your own pace. Always find center and pause. Good job. Touch down whenever you need to. Reset. For me, sometimes I need to put the foot down as I'm rotating away from my leg. Remember that big long stick in your arm. Try to hold on to it and don't let your arms move without your body. Good job, and your time is up. Woo! All right, shake out the legs. Man, oblique, give them a little twist. Same thing, other side. We're gonna hit it again. So step your left foot back, get into your position, arms open wide, and rotate. Again, your front knee stays in line with your front toes. And it's okay if one side of your body doesn't allow you to balance, that's all right. Just work with whatever you've got. We're only doing these exercises this one time in this intense position. So just push to a level that's comfortable and challenging to you. And here's the last one. We got 3 seconds left. Woo! And done. All right, moving on. This one's gonna be a little fun. You ready? So this is our deep squat with our windmill arms. So we're gonna come into the deep squat. We're gonna windmill from side to side, keeping our knees pointing toward our toes. Now, before we just did the lean forward. You want to have some fun with this. You're going to do that lean forward, and you're going to pick up your feet. Kind of like a donkey kick, but not full donkey kick, just a lift. And then go back to your rotation side to side. So come down with me, you're gonna like it, all right? Here goes. Get deep and rotate. Good, use your breath. You walk your hands forward, either just put pressure on the hands or do the lift and drop the heels lightly back down. Woo, isn't that fun? And hands forward, lift off. It's almost like you're getting ready to go into a handstand. Some of you guys do handstands on a regular basis, you yogis, but some of us don't do handstands very often. And it's kind of fun to practice what that might feel like. Woo! It's a leg burner, isn't it? Come on, here's your last one. And our time is up. Whew. Come on out of that. Man, legs on fire. Give those heels a little kick to the backside. First cardio pyramid coming your way. So we're going to start with skaters. Okay, so we're going to be our amount of reps is going to be on the bottom. We're going to go to small reps and then go back down. It's all timed, starting with 30 seconds on the clock. Skaters side to side. I'll give you a preview of the next exercise following that. Here we go. Skate side to side. Low impact if you need to is just a tap. But push hard. Come on, push hard. This is your cardio pyramid. We're not going to have a lot of cardio, so use it. Perfect. Keep coming. Keep coming. Okay, you guys keep going. I'm going to show you the next move. Right leg back, lunge, and lift. Ready, set, go. It's 20 seconds. Right leg. Just think right leg, because next time I have you do it, it'll be left leg. Nice work, nice work. And we are almost there. Following this, jump rope with both feet. Ready, set, let's go. Jump it out. It's only 10 seconds. Go hard, go fast. And then you're gonna hit your left leg next for those lunge backs. Ready, left leg. Lunge back, lift up. Good, 20 seconds. The heart rate should be climbing. Front foot is grounded on this one. Woo! Good job, you've got 8 seconds. Then we're gonna go back to our skaters and rock them out through the final 30. Ready? And here we go. Skate side to side. Oh man, legs on fire. Come on. Take your cardio to the next level. If you're at like hanging at a 6 out of 10, go to 7 or 8. Faster. Come on, only you can do it. Final 10 seconds. Come on. 5, 4, and time is up. Woo. All right, we did it. Walk it out. Round 1, complete. Woo. Get a quick drink. Okay, so next up, remember our side-to-side glides. Feet were wide. We went to one side, we glide to the other side, just like that. Now, if you want to, you're gonna add a dumbbell to the mix. Looks like this. You're gonna sink low, come up through the center, give me a halo, glide to the other side, up around the center halo, and down. So just like that. So I'm gonna go for my 15 instead of my 10. I just think it's gonna feel better. It's only for 45 seconds. Sorry if I'm kind of in the dark there. All right, here we go. Starting in 3, oh, wait for it, sorry, 2, 1, nope. I apologize. I thought I had my timer ready. Where are you? And here it comes. All right, so feet wide. Glide to one side, halo around the head, glide to the other side. Good. It's slow and steady. You notice when your legs are wide like this, it's hard because you can't move your hips like you want to. In the halo, gotta isolate. Good. Remember how we are trying to pick up the toes of the straight leg. Pick them up. Only 8 seconds to go. And here's our last one right here. Get low, come up, and done. Whew. All right, set your weight down, and we are moving on. This one, we are going to the ground. And it's a scapula hold. Remember how we did that? Go to the ground. Put your elbows to the ground, and you're going to lift, push your elbows into the ground, lift your hips and ribs, and then slowly lower. And lift, and slowly lower. So if it's just your butt going up and down, I want you to change the focus to your shoulder blades, like bottom of your shoulder blades, lifting off the ground. Okay, so if you need to, keep your butt grounded and just do the shoulder blades. As you get more comfortable with it, and you can lift both at the same time, give it a try. That makes sense? So we're isolating the mid to upper back by just lifting the shoulder blades off the ground. Okay, here we go. So elbows to the ground, keep your butt on the ground first, lift the shoulder blades, lower them down. Lift and lower. Just think about pushing your body away from the ground by using your back. Now, if you feel like you've got it and you want to try lifting your hips at the same time, it's a lot harder. It's like going into a full push-up versus a half push-up. You have to focus on not using your hips and just using the back to make it happen. It's a lot harder. Doesn't even look like you're doing very much, I know. And done, okay? Round your body forward, give yourself a little break, and then we're gonna go right back down to the ground and do those wall slides or those floor slides, except for that we're gonna be in a hip bridge the whole time. So bring your hips up, draw your elbows down, and then slide the arms back. So isometric hold here. You should feel a little extra stretch going on through the pecs, okay, because your hips are elevated when you're trying to keep your elbows down. And one thing to be mindful of is not to put your chin on your chest, but to keep a little space between the chin and chest. Good, keep holding. Scrape all the skin off your knuckles. That's what I'm doing. And our time is up. All right, we are moving on into our next cardio circuit. So here it comes. Whew. This one's a little bit longer. Last one was 2 minutes. This one's about 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So if you want to stay with skaters, you're welcome to. We're going to take it into a lateral hop. Looks like this. Lateral hop, and then you have a squat jump. Lateral hop, and squat jump. That's your first move. So you have got 45 seconds on the clock right there. Get ready, get set, jump side, and then squat jump up, jump to the other side, squat jump up. And if you don't want to do the jump, do a heel lift and just step wide to keep it low impact, right? Come on. I think lateral bounds are one of the hardest moves because we want to do it like a skater, but move your whole body at the same time. Good, you've got 15 seconds left. And then we are changing exercises. Remember that lunge? You're gonna go into a right leg lunge, looks like this, and then a heel lift on your left. Let's go right here. Right leg lunge back, heel lift in the front. So shoot yourself up. And this is 30 seconds on this right leg back. Good job. Keep it coming. We're still gonna jump rope for our final exercise before we take it to the other side. Get ready and jump it out right here. Both feet. Circle your arms forward. Pick your feet up off the ground. If you're just kind of hanging out low, think about an actual rope going underneath. Now circle backwards. Come on, you got it. Following the jump rope. You got the left leg back. So get ready. Get set. And left leg back. Go ahead and begin right here. Left leg back. Heel lift at the top. Now try to plant your big toe while you're doing that heel lift. If you're anything like me, I roll onto my outside of my foot instead of planting my big toe. Come on, we're almost there. Woo. One more. Those lateral bounds are coming next. Let's go. Right into it. Squat jump, lateral bound, squat jump. Remember, low impact. Totally awesome. Good news, 20 seconds to go. Come on, you can do it. Come on, finish strong with me. It's hard for me, just like it's hard for you. 5 seconds. And done. Whew. All right, we gotta walk out after that one. That was a burner. All right, moving on. Kickstand deadlift with one dumbbell only. So you're gonna take your right leg back. You're gonna have your right hand holding a dumbbell. We're gonna hinge, row, and then rise up. So right arm has the weight, right leg is back. Get ready, 45 seconds on the clock. We're back to our weight circuit. And let's go right here. Shoulder blades pull together, hinge, pull, and rise. Good job, good job. So right leg back, right arm has the weight, okay? You're staying on the same side the whole time. It's gonna throw you off a little bit. You gotta use that core to kind of center yourself in the middle. Doing great. Flatten out your back, look forward. And you've got time for one more rep. Let's get it in right here. And done. All right. Shake out those legs, maybe some heel digs to the front. Same thing on the other side. So left leg back, left arm has the weight. And we're gonna do the exact same movement pattern here. All right, getting ready, getting set. Here we go. Hinge, row. Good. Back leg is just a kickstand. It's not a lunge. So I don't know if you feel this at all, but I feel it in my hips and glutes. Okay, while I'm also squeezing my hamstring on that stabilizing leg. Working so hard. And you've only got 10 seconds to go. So come on, give me 2 or 3 more big ones. And then we're gonna move into that rollover for the core and have a little more fun. Here it comes. Last one. And done. Whew. All right, so moving to the ground. This one, okay, involves a little bit more of a straddle. So here's how we do this, all right? So laying on your back, you're gonna roll with straight legs if you can. So draw the belly button in, roll straight legs so your legs come over your chest. You're gonna come all the way up into a straddle with your fingers behind your ears and bend to each side. And then you're gonna take your hands back in and roll back. Now, that might not be for you. And maybe you wanna stay with bent knees and you're rolling here and you're just coming up right here and you're bending side to side a little bit more narrow. So choose what you wanna do, straight legs or bent knees. Make sure you have a little bit of space and let's get ready to go. 3, 2, 1. Roll it back. Roll it all the way up. Wide legs if you can. Fingers on the ears. And side to side. Hands back in. Roll. Not about how fast you can go. It's all about control. Kind of like being a kid again, right? Just kind of playing around on the floor, having a little bit of fun. You know you did this kind of stuff when you were kids. Let's see how far we can take our legs back over our head. And finishing it up right here. Final side bend, and you are done. Woo! All right. Shall we hit another cardio set? I think we should. Let's check our time. We're doing great. Okay. So here's what happens. Those lateral hops turn into, okay, lateral hops with a squat thrust. Looks like this. So you're gonna jump to the side, come all the way to the ground, squat thrust, up, and lateral hop, squat thrust back, and the lunges turn into a lunge with a jump, and then we jump rope in some different variations. All right, here we go. This is your hardest, longest set. And let's start with those lateral bounds. 1 minute and begin. Squat thrust and do it again. If you need to modify, just squat and touch the ground, okay? Here's your low impact right there. Squat and touch the ground. But both feet moving together on the hop if you can. Your longest, hardest set. Just work through it. It's okay to do things we don't want to do for short amounts of time. Come on, you can do this. 20 seconds. Let's go, let's go. Woo! Final one. Right leg back. Get ready. Adding a jump. Right leg back and jump. Come on, you can do this. If you need a variation, take the jump out and just do the knee lift. It's 45 seconds. I know it's hard, but we can do hard things. Come on. Come on, try to drive your knee up. Ha. Good job. We got 15 seconds right here. Woo. And get ready for your jump rope. Let's do it. Jump rope, one leg. If you can't do one leg, do both legs. But one leg, 15 seconds. Come on. Keep it coming. 3, 2, switch legs. Right here, you're gonna hit that timer, but you're just gonna keep going. Come on, 10 more seconds. Then your left leg's going back for your jump lunges. Ready? Set. Left leg back. Lunge, jump. 45 seconds. Come on, power through. Take this time to breathe. Deep breath in through your nose. Big exhale as you're exerting all that force to come off the ground. Come on. 20 seconds. Longest set of cardio the whole hour. You've got it, 10 seconds. We're gonna finish up with our lateral bounds. Are you ready? Set. Let's go. Lateral bounds with the squat thrust. Come on. You gotta finish up this pyramid. Remember the option. Step, squat, and touch the ground. Just like that. Just find a nice steady pace to work with, guys. Halfway right here. 30 seconds to go. Come on. We're gonna take a big recovery following this. You will have earned it. Come on, give me one more. Right now, finish one more rep. And that is all. You are done. Woo! All right, you did it. You didn't die. You might feel like it. Take 30-second recovery. Get a quick drink. All right, moving on. We have our downward facing dog with the leg circles. Now, if you want to stay with the bent knees, you can do that. Come in, circle around. If you want to, you can go straight leg out to the side, bend the knee in. Straight leg up, out to the side, and in. Okay, if you also want to, you could do bent knee out to the side. We're just doing a slight variation, straightening the leg, longer lever, makes it more challenging. If it's not for you and you can't keep form in your shoulders and hips, then you just keep your knee bent and go in whichever direction you want. But I said I'm going to change the direction going out to in on this next one. So right leg only, 45 seconds on the clock. And here we go. Hips up, right leg lifts straight up, out to the side, bend the knee to come in. Straighten it up, out, 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 and in. So option, bent knee, just like this. The goal is to keep the leg as straight as you can for as long as you can. Woo. Again, option, right here, if you need to be in tabletop. That's fine too. A lot of hip action going on. Almost there. This is our last one. And done. Sit onto your knees, rock back, and we're gonna hit the same thing on the other side. So if you need a quick shake out your hands, go ahead and do that. Get your head above your heart for a moment. And here we go, rock back. Other side, lift, out to the side and in. And again, one hip might have more flexibility, and you might need to do a bent knee on this one. If you feel rotation in your upper back or low back, it is a sign that you need to take this into a bent knee option or into tabletop. Over tabletop, right here. Ten seconds to go. Come on. And last one. And we are done there. All right, shake out those hands again. Now this time we're gonna move into a really fun plank movement. So remember how we did rotating planks, but now we're gonna army crawl a little bit, which is gonna be really fun. So you're gonna have your arms like this. So knuckle to elbow, okay? And that's how you're gonna crawl. So I'm gonna start kind of towards the end of my mat so I have some mat to crawl onto instead of the cement. I'm gonna be in a plank position. I'm gonna crawl 1, arm over arm, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm gonna rotate one side and then rotate the other side. And then I'm gonna crawl back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and do those rotations again. Kind of fun. If you don't like it, just do rotations only. Perfectly fine. You don't have to go into that hard move. So arm and crawl forward. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rotate. Switch sides. Woo. Let's crawl it backwards. Come on, fist over fist. 2, 3, 4. Hope I never have to do this in real life to save my life because it's not fun. I don't think I could do it very long. And we're almost done. We have time enough to go back. So take your army crawl back. And give me those rotations. Woo! And last one. And done. All right, shake it out, guys. So I'm gonna take out the next cardio round and hit our final strength round because I think you're a little toast from that last one that we did. So to finish this up and get all of our strength in, we're gonna go into our kneeling lunge next. Remember this one where you're here, you have one leg forward, you do a little hop forward, a little hop side, and then all the way to the side, okay? So we're gonna hit that on each side, and then if we have time, we'll do the low squat. So grab a weight if you want one. If you wanna just do body weight only, that's fine too. So let's do our right leg. I'm gonna add some cushion on my left leg here. All right, ready, set, and let's move forward with the right leg. Deep lunge, come back, corner. Okay, your belly button still points forward, and all the way to the side, belly button still points forward, and then go back to the front. Good, now check in with your front knee. Still needs to line with your toes. It's starting to kind of tilt inward. You gotta push it open. Almost there. Woo! I love this because it's core training, right? Because you can't use your arms to help you. And it all has to be in the legs and core. Nice work. We're gonna finish this off. Get that last one to the side. And done. All right, quick shakeout. Same thing on the other side. Left leg comes forward. Grab the weight. Center your knee with your toes. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Just a little movement forward to the corner. Belly button forward and to the side. Good job. Keep it coming. Now we're being mindful of that kneecap, that we're not putting a lot of pressure on it. We're putting pressure in the heel. Good work, good work. And to the side. We're gonna take that one more time around, and then we are done with this leg drill. Good job. And our time is up. So set your weight down. Woo, and shake it out. Now, in order to get a stretch in, I'm gonna mix that last exercise. I hope you're okay with that. And we are gonna stretch. So go ahead and bring yourself to standing position. And we're gonna hang ourselves forward here and bend your knees enough that you can touch your fingers to the ground. Turn sideways here for you. Okay, so you're rounding your back. Now I want you to pick up your right heel and put some pressure in the left heel. So this is a hamstring stretch along with a rounded spine. And then switch. So pick up the heel. I know a lot of times we do flat back, and I do love flat back as well. This just allows us to put all of our weight into our full standing leg. And you also start to feel that stretch right over the top of the hip into the glute. And last one. And now we will come to a flat back. So legs are more straight on this one and lengthen the spine. Now you get an extension in your back. And if it feels good, we're gonna put our hands right to our low back, let our elbows kind of fall out to the side here. And then bring it all the way up. And we're gonna lift up and back, keeping our hands right there at our hips. And done. All right, take your right leg, place it over top of your left leg. We're gonna go in that rounded position again. And this time, just walk your hands over to one foot, and then over to the other foot. And this is hips and hamstrings. And then you're gonna come right up the middle. Roll yourself slowly up. Okay, so my right leg is on the top, my left leg is behind, so I'm gonna take my left arm over my head. And we'll do the exact same thing. So now left leg over the top. Hang yourself forward. I know, a lot of this. Walk your hands to one side. the other side. Feel your hips kind of swivel around. That's a good thing. And then we're going to come up the middle, rounding in the back. Like one vertebrae at a time. Feeling that neck be the last thing to come up. Good. And whichever leg is in back goes over the head. And take that stretch. All right, we're going to get the calves. We did a lot of jumping tonight. So we're going to take that heel to the back. Look straight forward for me. Hands to your hips and just try to drop all the weight into that back heel. I even want you to lift your chest up a little bit, put more weight in the back heel. Calf stretch. Good. Now you're going to take your back leg, okay, and you're going to bring it in right here in just a baby crouch position. So the focus of this stretch is the back leg, okay, shin and Achilles. So you want to look forward and drop weight into both heels. And then bring yourself up, switch legs. Other leg comes back. Kind of start here, a little tipped forward, and then start to bring your hands to your hips. Even start to feel the release in the hip flexor. Lean back a little more. And then back leg comes forward, kind of a baby crouch. Look forward instead of down. And then bring it all the way up. Good. Both arms reach up. Take them right to the top of the spine. Let your head rest in the hands. And arms open wide. And we're going to take the elbows, bend them. Again, tuck the chin, round your upper back. If you want to, slide one hand in front of the other. And then open up and do it again on the other side. You can just meet in the middle or slide the other hand on. And then let your hands fall by your side. Couple neck rolls to finish us off. And we are done. Great first night of August. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm glad you guys could make it. Like I said, mini bands and dumbbells on Wednesday, so make sure you have those ready to go. And we are doing Saturday boot camp this Saturday, okay? I know it's a change. My schedule's a little hectic, and Labor Day is at the end, you know, so all these things, right? I was just like, I'm gonna try to fit it in. So that's the plan. So Saturday camp this weekend, put it on your calendar if you can come. All right? If you have to go ahead. Otherwise, I'll be on for a minute. Night.